60 Minutes Overtime.
We cannot win against the climate crisis, each country working on its own. Impossible. Last year, 2022, we have seen climate disasters on all continents. This has never happened before.
This has never happened before. This has never happened before.
This week on 60 Minutes, we interviewed Kristalina Georgieva, the managing director of the International Monetary Fund. As an environmental economist, she brought climate issues to the forefront of economic policy.
Last year, we have adopted a climate strategy for the IMF that says at the time when climate shocks are more and more severe and the opportunity of the green transition offers a chance for countries to create good jobs in renewable energy, in sustainable agriculture, the IMF has to integrate climate considerations in our policies, and we do so.
Should the IMF have a policy that its loans are contingent on countries having green policies?
We look at each country on its own. In different countries, there are different priorities. So we do bring conditions for good stewardship of the economy that sometimes include climate, water, resilience of the agriculture for the benefit of the country.
Will you restructure loans for countries that have faced an environmental disaster, a drought, severe floods?
What we do in these cases, we can provide additional financing for the country to go through this very difficult period of time.
As a climate economist, talk to us about water. In some minds, water is at the crux of the world's problem.
When we think of water in the future, we would be faced with too little, not enough, and too much. 75% of disasters are actually related to water. A recognition that access to water is paramount, and yet nearly 800 million people don't have access to drinking water.
800 million people?
800 million people. And then we have the whole problem of wastewater. So little of it is treated in the developing world that it becomes a major health hazard. The same way we are horrified that children die from hunger, we ought to be horrified children dying from diarrhea because of dirty water.
Does the IMF do anything? Can the IMF get involved?
What we do is in countries where water waste, especially in agriculture, is a major problem, we work on policies that would make water more valuable by removing some of these subsidies and making respect for water as a source of life part of economic policy.
Well, explain that. You're removing subsidies to farmers when we're talking about hunger. And why does that make sense?
It makes sense because today there are water use techniques that allow with very little water to produce the same quantity of food. We are saying use agricultural research and support farmers, move the subsidy from water is free to making good use of water, same money with a different objective.